Welcome back to the course of Metrology and Measurement. I am Dr. Gautam Pal, Associate Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering of University of Engineering and Management, Kolkata. Today I am going to discuss about a very important thing about slip gauges, that is called ringing of slip gauges or joining of two or three or more slip gauges together. Here, slip gauges is also called in standard that I have already discussed, and where the it can measure the distance between two flat surfaces, but from the standard slip gauge boxes, that is M87 or M112, from which is as per the Indian standard IS 2984 1966, and there are 87 number of slip gauges are there in a M87 box, and 112 number of pieces of slip gauges with different ranges are there in a slip gauges box. When we do not get directly this value from the slip gauge box, we have to join the two slip gauges, and this slip gauge joining is known as a ringing. So ringing is a very not very easy process, but it is a matter of practice. So in this case, you have to clean the surface before you ring the two slip gauges, and then give you have to give pressure on these two slip gauges, one from below, one from up, and you have to slide one slip gauges above the other. Normally the bigger slip gauges are kept below and the smaller slip gauges are kept in the up upper up. Now after that, with this pressure, you have to rotate the slip gauges, and then 90 degree, then you have to rotate it total 180 degree, such that it will join due to the molecular adhesion forces. And if there is any dirt, any air bubbles are there, then or there is any surface impurity, then they will not join due to, or molecular adhesion will not happen, and if this type of dirt or any surface roughness are there. That is why these faces are made so smooth, with surface finisher become so smooth for these slip gauge faces. Now another method is that you can run the slip gauges with this method. Directly with 90 degree, you have to bring the slip gauges up to the middle position, and then you rotate this with the pressure on below, from pressure from below and from up, and rotate this, it will join. And the next in the dismantling, or when you want to again open the slip gauges, then you have to apply the same process but in the opposite direction. So here is the ringing is one of the why we need ringing. So we have to remember something about the slip gauge, that is always start with the last decimal place, take the subsequent decimal places, minimum number of slip gauges should be used, other cumulative, otherwise the cumulative error will be there in the slip gauges, because whatever may be the small may be the this error, but still when you ring two slip gauges, there is a small gap is there between the two slip gauges, and it will lead to the cumulative error. That is why you should keep the number of slip gauges as small as possible. If in case protector slip gauges slips are used, first deduct their thickness from the required dimension, then proceed as per above order. Now here again I am showing, because I am going to discuss some numerical problem on the slip gauges, that is tutorial 1 and tutorial 2. And in this Indian standard slip gauges, that is IS 2984 1966, 87 number of slip gauges. One may remember, otherwise this chart will be given, this table will be given, and there is another M112 set of slip gauges is there, and it is in addition to some sets also contain protector slips that are 2.5 millimeter thick and are made from a hard wear-resistant material such as tungsten carbide. These are added to the ends of the slip gauges stack to protect the other slip gauge blocks from wear. That I have already discussed why protector slip gauges are used. Protector slips are used to make it to avoid the wear of the slip gauge, because these are very precise instrument and these are very costly instrument. Allowance must be made of the thickness of the protector slips when they are used. So thank you.